What's up, y'all? Uh, Circumstances have dramatically changed. Uh, I was planning on, as advertised in all of the Res College listservs and the Class of 2021 Facebook group, and variously to my friends in annoying conversation, that I would start this at 9. And so if you're logging in at 9, first of all, I'm humbled and surprised, given you definitely have better conversations, better things to be doing right now. However, I did want there to be something available. Not that anyone will watch this, not that anyone cares, but simply because I like to keep promises. So here I am. I'm Nate Perlmeter, class of 21, junior, politics major, uh, rapidly now a rising senior. And I am here with this ever more relevant, silly show I made up called Social Distancing. Here's the logo, and here is the jingle. I hope this works.
Social distancing.
I can't hear it, so I hope you did. Credits to Amon Kazru23 for the logo. So yeah, y'all know how it is. Basically, like, if you don't know me, and you know, maybe you don't because I advertise it all over the place. My thing I do, like, on, we all have our thing we do on campus, or we did until just now. My thing I do is humor. I write for Tiger Magazine, our on campus satire magazine, which is kind of similar to The Onion. I also write for the Triangle Show. And basically, in this like thing I was gonna do, like, to keep us occupied during the 3 weeks before we returned, I was gonna do like various bits. And now, we just learned that we're not returning. So I'm just gonna kind of spiral out of control for a little bit. Sitting in the Tiger Mag office, you can see I'm on our leather leopard skin couch. I think it's the only leopard skin couch uh, on campus. Don't worry for my viewers, my vegan viewers. I'm pretty sure it's fake. Um, yeah, let's just get into the bits I was gonna do. So the first one was going to be my coronavirus story, which rapidly got updated today with a lot more substance. But we'll start from the beginning. So I was initially planning to visit a friend studying abroad in Florence, Italy, over our spring break. We made these plane flights in January, and for the first 4 weeks of the semester, I was very excited. And when she told me that probably wasn't gonna get to visit her because of, like, Italy had some cases of this meme virus going around. I was like, this sucks. This is the worst. This is the worst thing that could possibly. I was in a bad mood all day. Whereas right now, granted, I only got the news like half hour ago. I'm really just in a sort of state of shock, but it's not unhappiness. Like, it will definitely descend into that given a. So anyway, what was the next development I had? Well, of course, as you can see right here, my skin is not the best. It's not the worst it's ever been ever, but it's not the best. I've been on and off of a lot of acne antibiotics throughout my teen years. Of course, I'm 21 now, but still a teen at heart. I, a couple weeks ago, went to Quest Diagnostics in the town of Princeton. I have a car, but I was feeling really lazy, so I Ubered because my car, just like all undergraduate cars, is at the grad lot. Although now I suppose my car will be not will be at home, where I live at home, not Princeton. Well, where was I? So I get to the diagnostics place because in order to get this new acne drug, I'm going on this one called Accutane. I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't know if you had friends who were on it in high school, but it is intense. Like, it gives people like anxiety, gives them depression. Luckily for me, I don't know of any other possible inputs that would give me such things right now. I get there and I'm sitting in the waiting room and I see this little girl in a mask, and I'm like, wow, this is it. Uh, this is arriving. And then on the other hand, the other person I saw in the room was this like very contented looking pregnant lady, rubbing her belly. And because I wasn't thinking of coronavirus as being a world shaking epidemic that would impact me and everyone I know at the time. Really, it was the pregnant lady that stood out to me because you know how it is. Like, I think I'd been drinking the previous night, and then I'm 21, so YouTube, please, it's all above board. I think I had been drinking the previous night, and I woke up super early for this blood work because that's what you do because you have to fast. And so like I'm hazy, sitting there in the waiting room, and I'm watching this woman rub her pregnant belly, and the thought that goes through my head is that looks so fun. Like I want to be doing that. Like I can rub my belly, sure, but like there's not like a baby in it. Like being pregnant, like seems like the thing right now. And since then, everything happened. Um, I I've been sneezing all day, and at first I was worried. Like they're like big wet sneezes, which is usual for me if I'm like ever a little sick. I have these huge sneezes. Like you wouldn't expect. As I mentioned, I'm 5'6", small frame, but like these are very loud. Like you wouldn't expect it from me. Um, my sneezes are kind of like, for a little Princeton in joke, are kind of like Isabel Griffith Gorgatti's laugh. They're like too large for my small frame. Not necessarily like more unpleasant than usual, but like different than you'd expect. Anyway, so I found out here. I started preparing graphics. Really, I was like dedicating the 90 minutes until 9 to like prepping my jokes for this, and then boom. I mean, yeah, it happened. But this is a graphic I did get. Oh nope, wrong. These are the symptoms of coronavirus compared to the cold and the flu. So here you've got you can see that for coronavirus, sneezing, no. So I'm like, there you go. I'm sneezing. I must not have it because that's how it works. Transitive property. And then aches and pains. Well, I always have those. When those have the strangely ominous sometimes attached. Yeah, yeah, I had a bunch of memes I was gonna throw up. What else do I got? Oh yeah, this is the instructions. Here's how to employ social distancing techniques. Keep it like 6 feet between yourself and another person. How about keep at least you're not even in the same place because school is canceled between yourself and another person. Ah, whew. This is like I feel like I don't know. I feel like wait, please. I'll just show you the memes. They're on my phone. We don't need production values, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing? We've got here's a nice Fiddler on the Roof meme. What are we doing? See, get it? This line from Fiddler on the Roof is strangely relevant to our lives. It's happening. I have another one. That this one is probably my favorite I saw of the cycle. This one comes from courtesy of my friend Ed Horan. Ed Horan 22. You know him, you love him. Check it out. I mean, that is just, yeah, that is just what's going on. Woo! Yeah. What else is there? So I had notes. I feel like like if you tuned in, like I'm grateful to you for. It's funny because on the one hand, I really liked this idea as something that what with like we could yeah. How you doing? How you guys doing in the chat? It was so nice of you guys to watch. I really liked like when I thought of this idea, I was like, yeah, this is fun. I can like crack some jokes, and we can use this like chat function, and like maybe like during these 3 weeks, people can stay in touch. And I also thought like given I'm like an aspiring comedian, I could use this as like an opportunity to test out material. Granted, there's no audience, but however, I just learned that all of the New York late night shows are now taping without an audience. So I'm really ahead of the curve. I'm ahead of the curve by about a half hour. What other bits do I have? Okay, I was going to do this thing about how Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders are the most at-risk people in the country because they're so old and shake so many hands, so they're going to die, and we're going to have to get a handsome runner-up, and it's going to be Beto O'Rourke, President O'Rourke. Yeah, that's right, Beto's babies, 2020. What else? Oh, we're going to talk about, like, why is divine retribution raining down on us? Is it because we wear AirPods too much? There was going to be, like, a series of jokes about, like, what we need right now is, like, more than anything else is a solidarity and connection, so, like, we should all, like, up the amount we hug. There's gonna be something about like now we have time to like read every book in Firestone, because of all the free time. It was really, it might be benefiting y'all that I'm not getting to do my whole shtick because God, it wasn't very good, and now my whole life is in a shattering relief. So yeah, doing about 12-13 minutes seems appropriate, and you guys can watch it at double speed at your leisure, and that'll be 6 to 6.5 minutes. And let me know if you want more episodes. I still think it's a good idea. I think I'd like to try this to keep us connected throughout, I guess, the next 6 months. Like I have, I guess, a lot of free time, so I'm willing to like dig down and like produce good content. Anyone who watches this and wants to collaborate, hit me up. I'm all about just like making stuff to help us pass the time. So thanks for watching this intro to what may end up being a very long-running series. And I think I will close us out with a song. And I just decided I'm going to do the song, and I realized I didn't time that well. I should have had my guitar already out of its case. What are we doing? What are we doing? Everybody calm down. I hope it's tuned. Oh, I've already wasted so much of your time. We love it. And if I end up like YouTubing substantially, I mean, this is like a far-off future, but, I've never used YouTube before. I've always been a little daunted by it, even though I like the sound of my own voice and, like making people laugh. If you're watching this in the future and I have a semi-regular YouTube channel, the explanation is this is the night that Princeton students realized that their semester was canceled on account of coronavirus, and this is my just initial freaking out. And so before I start singing this song, which I think captures the moment for us all, I guess in true guy starting a YouTube channel fashion, I'm gonna say, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So here's the song. Please sing along from wherever you are on campus. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Is there aught we hold in common with a greedy parasite who would lash us into serfdom and would crush us with his might? Is there anything left to us but to organize and fight? For the union makes us strong. As we who plowed the prairies, built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving midst the wonders we have made. But the union makes us strong. Everybody now, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Sorry for the wrong chord. Oh yeah, we'll go one more verse. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hearted goal, greater than the might of armies magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. So in conclusion, I'm sorry that I captured myself coping on camera instead of making a funny video. And I will cap it off with what was going to be my central thesis, which now, I guess, holds truer than before. This sucks. Like that on the surface of it, like we're losing Princeton for 6 weeks. The whole world's gone to shit. Our specific experience of the whole world going to shit is that we've lost Princeton for the rest of this year. I'm so sorry to all the seniors, especially for, the crapifying of your send-off, and I'm looking forward to hugging as many of you tomorrow as I can. My parting message is, let's not waste it. Whatever your project is, whatever you've been waiting to get up off your ass and do it. Write your novel. Watch every film by director Robert Altman. Throw a frisbee with your elderly dog. Travel to the extent you can, and to the extent that there's beautiful nature in the area where you live. See it. Talk to people, even if it only has to be over FaceTime. Talk to family. Talk to friends, and go beyond everything I just said and make up your own thing, because we've lost the structures of our classes and we still have class. um, of our extracurriculars and our beautiful time here with our friends. And what's been replaced with wherever you're sitting is time. So you have time and you have a laptop. There's something you can do. So yeah, I'm gonna get up from this room now and go see my friends. Social distancing.